Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I just wanted to go over what I got today from the flea market. Nothing phenomenal, but definitely some cool items. So, the first thing I had got, there was a woman with a bunch of DVDs. She had about 3 baskets full, and she said everything is four for a dollar. When you find movies four for a dollar, even if it's a terrible movie, it's worth the quarter. So, the first thing I picked up was this because I've never seen it, but I've heard it's very funny, so I'm going to give this a whirl. This I had never even heard of. I enjoy National Lampoons, especially The Last Resort with Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, and I like Jackass. So for a quarter, I figured I'd give this a watch and then give it away or whatever. These two I think I'm going to sell because I'm not a big fan of import films and they seem a little hard to come by. The first is something called My Tutor Friend. I've never heard of it. I think it's Korean with English subtitles. And then this is I guess, LGBT Chinese film, I believe, though I could be wrong. It says Hong Kong, put out by Kino Video. So I guess it's part of Kino Lorber. I don't know. And this seems to go for a couple bucks as well. So I figured even if I sell these for a few dollars each, I made my dollar back on these DVDs. It was funny. I couldn't decide what I wanted, so I picked up 5 of them. And she goes, just give me $1. So I'll go to the car and get a quarter. And she's like, no, don't worry about it. The last one I got from her was this Bullet Boy. This was one I had never heard of. My friend Timmy and I like to watch like silly urban movies, Leprechaun in the Hood, Street Wars, Penitentiary. I love that movie. So we saw this, and I saw this. Excuse me. I was like, I got to get this for Timmy. It's only a quarter, and if it's terrible or it's really serious, then whatever. But the name Bullet Boy kind of stuck out. So, and the funny part was at the booth, the woman was standing there, and she was with this other guy that I see at the flea market frequently. I say hello to him. I know his name. And I said, "Is this your wife?" And he goes, "No, it's not my wife." And she goes, "I've been married 3 times. My only husband now is my sex toy." And I don't know if she knew I heard her, but she said it to the other guy, and he started cracking up, and I just started laughing. My head was in the DVDs, and I was just cracking up. So it was funny. I got this from a guy these both from a guy. He wanted $5 for the video game and $2 for the movie. I gave him a 20. I asked him if he would do $6. He said yes. I gave him a 20 and he gave me back 15 and said he didn't have any change. Don't worry about it. So I got both items for $5. Star Trek The Next Generation Echoes from the Past. I was actually interested in this game as a kid, even though I'm not a Star Trek fan. I like it better than Star Wars, but I'm not a fan. It's complete. It was in nice condition. I may keep it. I may play it. I may sell it. I don't know just yet. But that was kind of cool. You don't see many complete games out in the wilds, especially for the Genesis. They had a bunch of sports games. He had a loose Sonic Spinball and Pit Fighter from like a Blockbuster video, but I have Pit Fighter. I think it's complete, so I didn't really see the point of picking it up again. And then this was the movie I got with it, License to Drive. Obviously, I'm a big Corey Haim and Corey Feldman fan, so I was very excited to find this. And there's a little hole at the bottom. I don't know if I guess I could tape it. I didn't really want to mess up the cover, but I guess I could tape it so it stops falling out of the bottom. It seems to be in good condition. I don't watch these. I don't have a Laserdisc player, but I now own 2 Laserdiscs. I own Double Dragon with Mark Dacascos and Scott Wolf and License to Drive. So they're just pieces to kind of show off. I think they're fun. And that was my little flea market finds today. I also picked up some toys for my son. There was a guy there who I've seen before who had kids' toys in very good condition. They looked complete for $1 in a big box with the original boxes from like the 80s and early 90s. So he had like erector sets. I took that. He had this other toy set with like zoo animals and monkeys and stuff. So I picked that up. So my son will get a kick out of those. So I did pretty well today. Let me know, guys, if you've seen any of these movies or played any of these games, or I should say game, singular. It is Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.